We'll be having the Women's Master D Final, event number 89, coming up here shortly. Concept 2 offers a selection of blade designs. Stop by the Concept 2 booth and learn more about which blade would be best for your crew. Also, you might consider purchasing a DVD of the individual race. They're available at the merchandising tent to the right of the Jumbotron TV screen. Checking on Women's Masters D, Rocky Mountain in lane 1, Newport Aquatic Center in lane 2. ZLAC Rowing Club will be out there in lane 3. Sacramento State Aquatic Center Rowing Club is in lane 4. Rio Salado Rowing Club out of Tempe, Arizona is in lane 5. River City West Sacramento in lane 6. And Los Gatos will be rowing out of lane number 7. This is the Women's Masters D Final.
Really effective,
yeah, the Copley Cup. And it just right in the same spot. What are they doing? Because they're not walking up, they're just doing
lane 3, out 6 inches. Lane 3, that's good.
And just looks like
lane 7, back 1 foot. Lane 6, back 6 inches. Lane 7, keep coming back. That's good, lane 7. Lane 6, you're good. Lane 5, back 1 foot.
Lane 7 to move or stay, you're good.
Lane 5, back a foot. Lanes 1, 2, and 3, out 8 inches. Lane 4, out 4 inches. Lane 1, out 8 inches. Lane 7, you need to come back about 1 foot. Lane 1, please push out about 8 inches. Lane 1, that's good. Lane 2, out 8 inches. Keep coming out lane 2. That's good, lane 2. 6, back 1.5 feet. 3, out 8 inches. 6, keep pulling back, please. Keep coming, 6. That's good, 6. Yeah. Lane 3, out 4 inches. Lane 1, out 4 inches. Lane 1, out 6 inches, please. 7, back 8 inches, please. That's good. 7.
Going to a countdown start, and will not be
Lane 3, out 6 inches.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attention, go.
And we're away in the Women's Masters D Final. 7 crews showing first. The crew in lane 7, Los Gatos. Rapidly joined by ZLAC and Rocky Mountain. As we go through the 100-meter breakage flags, it's Rocky Mountain and ZLAC who have separated themselves from the rest of the field by about half a length. Nothing to choose between Newport, Sac State Aquatic Center, Rio Salado, and River City and Los Gatos on the far side. Coming down to the 250, Rocky Mountain maintain a lead of inches over ZLAC. About a boat length, an overlapping boat length, back to the rest of the field, who are in a line across the course. Newport, Sac State Aquatic Center, Rio Salado, and Los Gatos with River City starting to drop back a little by about half a boat length on the field. Coming down to the 500. Positions haven't changed a lot. Seem to have settled into a position relative to each other. It's bow ball to bow ball coming through the 500. Rocky Mountain and ZLAC. Slight advantage to Rocky Mountain, but only by inches. Those two crews moving away from the rest of the field. And from that pack that was following them, Newport, Rio Salado, and Los Gatos have separated themselves by about a boat length from Sac State Aquatic Center and River City, who are bow ball to bow ball with each other for last place at the moment.
Women's Master D is on the water and headed this way. Lane assignments, Rocky Mountain in lane 1. Out of lane 2 is Newport Aquatic Center. ZLAC Rowing Club, who got an early quick start on this race, is in lane number 3. Sacramento State Aquatic Center in lane 4. Rio Salado of Tempe, Arizona in lane 5. River City in lane 6. And Los Gatos Rowing Club is out there in lane number 7.
Well, in this Masters D final, we're starting to see crews that have experience, that have been rowing all their lives, and we're going to start to see more and more competitors who pick rowing up later in life through their local club and decided that this is something that they want to do, kind of a life change, and decided the sport of rowing was for them. They pick up the camaraderie, the social group, and the physical training to help each other along through life. And this is an example of the Sac State crew and the River City crew. And one of the River City oarswomen, Jan Brewer, I said, "So Jan, tell me a little bit about your rowing." She said, "Well, I started a club sport 12 years ago, and over the last 12 years, I've been skying, rushing, hanging, and late. But I have a heck of a good time." That's Masters rowing.
On the lead is Rocky Mountain along the shoreline. And then the remaining 7 crews are really scattered all over the place. It looks like Rocky Mountain and ZLAC are going nose to nose on this, with Rocky Mountain slightly in the lead. ZLAC got an excellent start, as did Los Gatos Rowing Club. Los Gatos all the way on the outside, and as Charles Luckman pointed out earlier, whenever you have crews spread all the way across a race course like this, sometimes it's extremely difficult to keep track of where your competitor is, and you can be lulled into a false sense of security. It looks like Los Gatos got blown off course a little bit. They almost went out and hit the 1,000-meter marked flag on the far outside, and how much effect that will have to get them back into the hunt is yet to be seen. Right now, ZLAC is fighting it out with Rocky Mountain for a 1-2 position in this Women's Masters D final. And all the way on the outside is the Los Gatos Rowing Club. The rest of the crews are back open water. Looks to be Rio Salado and River City. Sacramento State is lagging just a little bit. And along the lane number 2, the Newport Aquatic Center, also having a bit of trouble in this one. On the lead, it's being traded back and forth between ZLAC and Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain is in lane number 1, and ZLAC is out in the middle in lane 2. But both, frankly, need to be mindful of the far outside lane of Los Gatos because they are still within striking distance. Then we look at River City, Rancho Salado. Sacramento State is trailing along with the Newport Aquatic Center in lane number 2. Through 500 meters, Rocky Mountain has edged into the lead over ZLAC. ZLAC just had to make a course adjustment, which certainly will not help their situation. All the way on the outside is Los Gatos. And then Rio Salado is in that next position. Far on the outside is River City. Then to the inside to Newport Aquatic Center. And trailing is Sacramento State's Aquatic Center Rowing Club. Along the shoreline, Rocky Mountain is on the lead. They are being shadowed by ZLAC. ZLAC had the early lead, got off the line in fine style, but Rocky Mountain caught up with them and passed them at 500 meters, and Rocky Mountain has been in command ever since. On the far outside, Rio Salado is beginning to make a move on Los Gatos, and that might be an interesting race for third. We have a mildly interesting race for the first position. This is Rocky Mountain along the shoreline, and they are being shadowed by ZLAC. A lot of open water back to Rio Salado and Los Gatos, and it is Rio Salado moving ahead of Los Gatos with about 200 or 300 meters to go. Back to the lead, we have Rocky Mountain Rowing Club along the shoreline. ZLAC, our early leader, apparently will finish in second spot. We have a nice little wrestle out there between Los Gatos on the outside and Rio Salado on the inside. Rio Salado from Tempe, Arizona, currently has a 7-seat lead as a couple of oars caught crabs, slight ones, on the outside and impeded Los Gatos' progress. So it looks like Rio Salado will be finishing in third spot. We have another race coming down the course, and we'll get to that just as soon as possible. Apparently, Los Gatos will finish in fourth position, and River City Rowing Club will come in fifth with Sacramento State, check that, with Newport Aquatic Center and Sacramento State trailing.
Okay, we're in the final of the Men's Masters D. We've gone through the 250-meter mark. Of the four crews, Palm Beach and Rocky Mountain have shot out to a lead. They have open water on Riverside, who have about half a length on Rio Salado. Coming up to the 500, it's Palm Beach with a lead of about a canvas over Rocky Mountain.